Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without lead. This is Whitmore. Paul and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae boys who take the lead.
Greetings, football family. Happy Football Sunday. Welcome to Ball Chat Podcast, the show where we review some of the week's major news in the world of football. My name is Benton, along with the family. Junior, come on, Wagwan. Junior, you salt up the Hawks last week, so you're back. Hopefully you're not bringing any of your saltness forward this week. How you doing, family?
Bring it already.
Why you comparing me to Mikel Antonio, Jamaican girlfriend?
The Hawks was competitive. The Atlanta Hawks were competitive in the series, family. And then you attended the game, and them just get spanked.
Antonio was a competitive striker too. He come to Jamaica.
Come on, how you doing, family?
I wonder if Junior they got Everton game, sir.
You have a Chelsea shirt, you mad?
There's a Junior making the rounds in terms of salting up teams. Come on, how you doing, family?
Could be better, but give thanks for life.
Yes, give thanks for life. Give thanks for life. We have to give thanks for life. Football family, really appreciate you joining us, taking the time out of your Sunday evening to discuss some of the major news in the world of football. We're going to recap the week that was in the EPL, get ready for Champions League second leg as the Benzema and Real Madrid host Man City. Will dissect the concluded first leg game and get ready for the second leg. We'll discuss the Reggae girls and the saga around Coach Vin Blaine, the Reggae girls, and just another drama. We'll also discuss Youth 17 CONCACAF Women's World Cup qualifiers taking place. We'll discuss young Reggae girls as they get ready for Cuba. And we'll wrap up with Yard Ballers discussing Jamaican football and other major news out of Jamaican football. But we're kicking off with Ballers and Bugs, highlighting the impressive players of the week as Ballers. And we also acknowledge or talk about the unimpressive, the Bugs of the week. Really appreciate. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to it, family. Ballers of the week. Come on, who do you have?
I have to give it to Bunny Shaw. Bunny Shaw scored 4 goals today for City. Not today, yesterday for City in a 7-2 victory. And I have to say, Arsenal and Arteta continue to impress me, impress people, and continue to move up the table. So those two deserve my ballers of this week.
Bunny Shaw scored a quadric, 3+1, a double brace. Big up ourselves to Bunny Shaw, Jamaica's all-time leading goal scorer. All right, big up yourself, Bunny Shaw, getting the baller of the week for an impressive showing for Man City from come on. Junior, baller of the week, family. Who do you have? Ballers of the week.
Carlo Ancelotti for winning a league title in all major European competitions. That is no ordinary feat. He's bucking the trend of a retread coach and not being able to be malleable, not being able to adjust to the young boy game. So Carlo Ancelotti definitely secure himself as one of the greatest coaches ever, if he has never done that before in whoever mind, but hopefully he does that now. I also have to give it to Everton. I give it to Frank Lampard. We beat Frank Lampard every week, but the man got Everton ready to play. Yes, Richarlison scored a lucky goal, but he got Everton ready to play. And the Evertonians got behind the team. So when a coach can motivate a team, will cost them. When a coach can motivate them team, we have to big them up. So we definitely have to give it to Super Frank Lampard. And I have to give it to, I want to give it to Man City, you know. I want to give it to Man City and Liverpool for keeping the Premier League title race exciting. I made a comment yesterday in the chat saying, is the title race too heavy for Man City? And the man them just find some way for just win, even though the pressure high. Same thing with Liverpool. So hats off to them.
Yep, big up Man City, big up to Pep and the family. We'll discuss Man City and the EPL and the title race in the EPL. Another week in the back and forth between Man City and Liverpool running in. Football family, we see you running in, big up on yourself. Just dropping the ballers and bugs as no forward in. We'll get to them in a second. We'll see you running in. Always appreciate the family for joining the show. Big up, welcome family. My ballers of the week. I just have a few ballers of the week, or a couple ballers of the week. Want to reiterate Junior's baller of the week. El Jefe, El Padrino, the man himself, Carlo, Big Bud. What Junior used to call him the Mafia. The one himself, Mr. Carlo Ancelotti. Eh?
Yeah. The mafioso.
The mafioso, Mr. Carlo Ancelotti. Excellent manager. Sly old fox. I mean, 35 titles now for La Liga titles for Real Madrid. And they get ready for Man City. So, outstanding manager. Know how to manage big talent, big egos. Just standard bearer in the business. So big up Carlo Ancelotti. Big up ball of the week to Bochum. Bochum in the Bundesliga. Bochum in the Bundesliga, sitting in 11th position, found a way to be a big bad Borussia Dortmund. Took the lead against Borussia Dortmund at home. But Borussia Dortmund threw a hat-trick from Junior's wonder boy, Erling Haaland. Took the lead, and then Bochum came from behind in minute 81 to secure the victory. So big up to Bochum. Give them a ball of the week. Because Borussia Dortmund is an idiot side. Them soft soul side. And Bochum.
But you just said them a big and bad side, remember? Big bad Borussia Dortmund. Make up your mind, Benson.
Yeah, a big bad Borussia Dortmund relative to Bochum. But they are soft side when it comes to Bayern Munich. So I'll give Bochum a ball of the week. Big up himself. All right, football family. Bugs of the week. Let's get the bugs of the week. Who do you have? Come on.
Norwich need to give up. Even if them win championship next season, them just tell them, say, no, just go on, give to somebody else, don't give me. They serve no purpose. So they got relegated, before we even complete the season. Chelsea and Tuchel, I don't know what is going on. Yes, Lukaku is an issue in regards to his production is really down. But how much better is Timo Werner to Lukaku cannot get a run out. So I just don't understand Chelsea and Tuchel, and I think the camp is now a little bit shambolic. So I am giving them a bug because how on earth you lose to Everton and Frank Lampard? Madness. After I look at the TV, so nobody asks what happened after. I don't know. But they get my bug of the week.
All right, Junior, let's get ready for the bug. And I want to acknowledge one more baller before I move on. AC Milan. It's stressful as for the AC Milan, the Rossoneri nation, but AC Milan is finding ways to win ball games. So big up, they won again today as they tried to secure the Scudetto. So big up, ball of the week. Rafael Leao scored in the 82nd minute, the 81st minute. They're about to secure the victory for AC Milan. 3 more games left. So ball of the week to Pioli and his team, Stefano Pioli, because they look like they might hold on and hold off Inter Milan. So big them up.
We have one more ball of the week to Jordan Pickford. The man makes some safety in the bedtime.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
The man makes some backside. See, hey, if there's ever a bug keeper who cannot save a simple shot, but can save the hardest shot, them Jordan Pickford get it 100% at time. So big up Jordan Pickford. My bug of the week, let me tell you something. We have one bug of the week, You see, with no one listening, the people them that bad talk, back talk, under the quiet, the Jamaica Football Federation, and on the run or hide when things come out, under the bug of the week. Whoever is behind this letter that is being sent, that is being signed by the 20 players, and the 20 players on a bug of the week too, because how to sign letter and read it, or how to sign letter, read it, sign letter, and then when the coach come now and bring out receipts, uno want come back and apologize. So I'm talking about the Reggae Girls saga with this we don't want Vin Blaine to coach us. There's a lot of foolishness going on around Jamaican football, and it is unfortunate that our gem, the Reggae Girls football, is being poisoned by the same chalice that poisoned the men's football. And it's very unfortunate that the Reggae girls might end up going the way of the Reggae boys. So everybody who's behind this and not putting a name up on it and say, me do it, wanna get bug of the week. You see what me talk about Butler? I'm going to say, wanna go tell Butler. And if Butler want to call up my name, me say Junior from Ball Chat. No come on, no Benton. Junior. So whoever talk about JFF, open up on the boat, man. I stop going like some idiot. When I got bad mouth, bit Vin Blaine, and then we'll go run under the quiet now. When are fools. Bugs. Done.
Boy, is that interesting there when JFF get bug. JFF critics get bug of the week.
and JFF is being defended by Junior. Hey,
defend this moment.
Pigs, what I say, but the old people them say pigs are hell freeze over or something along those lines.
Hey, that's why in a late April we have all 33-degree days. That's how we see it too much.
We need to check him medicine, see if I'm all right. Junior, take your medicine today.
Where's the Edison back?
All right, football family, keeping the ballers and bugs running. I'm going. My bug of the week, just one bug. And we're going to move to the body of the show, the main part of the show. One bug is Atlanta United. And I don't want nobody call me out and send me no hate mail. Atlanta United is bad. Is in a bad state of affairs. 4 games. Winless 4 games run. Conceded 13 goals so far. Scored 3 goals in the month of April. How many games not playing in the month of April and scored 3 goals, boss? And I know there are injury problems, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any excuses. Gonzalo Pineda, head coach of Atlanta United. Fix it fast, or you will find yourself out like Gabriel Heinze, the ketchup man. All right? Atlanta United get the bug of the week because we should not be struggling and losing to idiot side Montreal FC. All right? Bug of the week, and I'm done. Let's get any other ballers and bug.
Benton, another bug. We get bug of the week. I want to big up Streams FM yet.
Well, we big them up last week.
So big them up again this week.
Big up to the family of Streams FM. Big up yourself, of course. Big up Streams FM out in the UK. Ball Chat is on Streams FM. Big up to the Streams FM crew. All right, let's get to our football roundup and kick it off with our EPL action. We're going to go straight and then we're going to segue to this letter that Junior spoke about and football in our own backyards about halfway in the show, about 30 minutes in the show. EPL recap. Probably the big game in the EPL was the Everton upset of Chelsea. Everton have life after all. Your thoughts on this game? I'm showing this image of Junior's ball a Pickford taking one and I'm fierce. From Mr. Rudiger. You could find a better, but I'm bad wicked, but Jesus.
This is a slap in the face. You could have found
But overall, big victory for Everton. Does this mean that the light is at the end of the tunnel now in terms of survival this season?
For who?
For Everton. We don't care about Norwich and Burnley. Norwich already got.
How many games leave?
5.
So let's pull up the schedule.
They have 5 games leave, 2 at home, 3 away.
What the point standing look?
We'll get to, let's pull up the table because the Chelsea fan rather than assess the game, she asks about point standing. Let's get to the EPL table because you don't know we're always ready. EPL table up to answer the questions.
They have a game in hand and they are 2 points behind, I think, Leeds. So if them win them game in hand, them and win out, them survive.
They're 2 points behind Leeds and they have a game in hand, 33 games played. They have 5 games remaining. And Watford is pretty much on the verge of getting relegated.
We're going to play Watford next as them catch-up game. Listen, sir. We don't play next Watford?
Leicester.
They play Leicester City next.
Leicester's a wounded animal. That game will be kind of interesting. As I said, I was disgusted. So I only watched for not only that, but I have a game for the referees that I tell you. But the first half, the possession I think was more for Chelsea. We had 70-something% possession, and Everton still score. Demarai Gray, I still think Demarai Gray is a good enough player in the Premier League, and if he gets chances, he will really punish us. I don't know if Chelsea is third place good. In the beginning of the season, we looked okay. And I think now our problems are mental. I think Timo Werner's confidence is really not up there. When Lukaku comes on the pitch, his confidence is not there either. And I don't know if I'm the only one who sees when Lukaku is in a good position, his teammates don't pass him the ball, even when he's asking for it. So our front line has issues. I don't necessarily agree with the changes that TT makes some of the time. I just don't understand why he keeps playing these same players and we're not getting the production. It was a match that was winnable. As Junior said, Pickford was exceptional. But we should not have lost to Everton. Chelsea should be a quality side with quality players. And we should win. Pulisic's dad is not even happy. He was on Twitter today tweeting, and I think he's upset because Pulisic is not being shown the love. When Pulisic comes on the pitch, he gives 100%, and 99% of the time, it comes up to fruition. Something happens when Pulisic is on the pitch.
Isn't he Pulisic agent? If so, him can carry him go on next side, all right?
Yeah, but his contract ends in next 6 months. So, yeah, but the bottom line is, you see your Chelsea losing to Everton, and you have a player who he performs for you when you need. He comes up clutch for you. I'll be upset too as the agent. I'll be upset as the player, and I think someone on Facebook said we need to send a petition to bring back Lukaku. But I think Lukaku is not the answer to Chelsea's problem, but neither is Timo Werner. So I'm disappointed with the loss. I think we're in a little bit of trouble because Arsenal is really on a good run. So I really think that Chelsea needs to step it up for the remaining games. I don't know if the new owner is going to come in and things will change. We get new players. Maybe the coach will be relieved of his duties. Maybe he's not the same person as the Russian who does not play. But I'm concerned for my team. We have not looked good. Even when we do win by 1-0 or 2-1, we still do not play good enough football. And Chelsea, for me and for Chelsea, it's really disappointing.
So, Junior, is this good enough for you see a turn for Everton here after today's victory? You look at the schedule and we saw the standing and we'll revisit the standing again. Is this enough to turn the corner for Everton and Lampard?
No, because they played more road games than home games the rest of the way. So they're not out the woods yet. No. The only thing is, for me, what we saw today was a team that is fighting for survival versus a team that is already checked out for summer vacation. Okay. And it still took Jordan Pickford playing out his mind for them to come away with a victory. Right? So it's not like I get Cameron's sentiment because she's a Chelsea fan, but as a neutral, I don't think it's the end of the world for Chelsea. Not on this game alone, because Everton is playing for their lives. Even the Leicester game, Leicester has nothing to play for. So all Frank Lampard have to do is keep the youth them motivated, and they should be able to win. But have they turned the corner? No.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So, just looking at the results from this weekend's EPL action, Arsenal is probably the standout. Of course, we have the two big dogs, Liverpool and Man City, winning and continue the run. But Arsenal, impressive week, continue. Do they secure that fourth spot in the final thing right here? Do they wrap up the Champions League spot?
Funny enough, for me, I think it's going to come down to that last game against Everton.
Okay.
And Arsenal plays Everton at Arsenal. What the place name? I don't remember right now. But they play at Arsenal. How much will Everton need that game? How much will Everton need a point out of that game? Because Tottenham is running hot. As unpredictable as Tottenham is, as up and down as Tottenham is, Arsenal is an injury away, a player going in a bad rut away, because remember the squad is not deep. So they are one bad performance away from slipping. So it is we can't tell until the last day.
Okay.
Really can't tell.
And the last game, as you said, Everton travels to Arsenal. Come on, does Arsenal hold this fourth spot?
One better. I think they will nip Chelsea for third.
Really?
One better. This is how I know Chelsea is in trouble. The West Ham game. The West Ham game showed me that Chelsea is really in trouble. It took Christian Pulisic to come on and score in the 90th minute. I mean, even when we had chances, the Manchester United game was also troubling because we had the lion's share of possession and chances, and it was 1-1. We just cannot close out games. It takes something special, an exceptional moment. And I think Arsenal right now, they have the momentum. I think the players believe, when Junior may be correct when Chelsea players have checked out for summer, but Arsenal players don't seem to think that they're going to go on summer break. I don't know what Arteta is doing in the locker room, what he's saying. If some incentive, some money run, something is happening, but they believe in the player. I don't think they're in shambles. They're unified. And I do think Arsenal will get that coveted third place and Chelsea will firmly sit in fourth.
Yeah.
So hear this. Hear this. Arsenal's remaining schedule, right? They have 4 games left, 2 at home, 2 away. They travel to Tottenham. First, them welcome Leeds. That I'm going to say they are playing better, and Leeds have Everton hot on them tail, right? Then they travel to Tottenham, which is a top 4 decider. Travel to Newcastle, and then host Everton. To me, Arsenal is playing 3 or 4 games against teams that need the game, right?
Yes.
While Chelsea have 4 games left, plus the FA Cup final against Liverpool. Them host Wolves, go to Leeds, host Leicester, and host Watford. I'm sorry, I cannot see Chelsea losing one of those games. We can't see Chelsea drawing a game, but Chelsea have to lose a game for Arsenal to even tie them, right? And the goal difference, as Chelsea is plus 26 over Arsenal. So Chelsea have to lose. Did you see, honestly, did you see Everton beating Chelsea today? No.
Okay.
But look at Wolves. What is Wolves playing for? Nothing. What is Leicester playing for? Nothing. What is Watford playing? Well, Watford will be relegated by then. They're playing for nothing.
Watford relegated already.
Junior, you can't say for nothing. Pride is something. I mean, like, pride is something. Listen, who knows? Arteta might up on the phone and talk to the coach and say, listen to me, so and so and so. We need you for your best 11, go hard and done. And I think players want to beat a Chelsea. Players want to beat a Man City. They want to beat a Liverpool. They want to beat a Manchester United. So I think we can't say that they're playing for nothing. I think, if anything, they're playing for pride. Can you imagine Wolves, the Chelsea are at 3-1?
Come on.
Can you imagine if Jesse Marsh and Leeds beat Chelsea all a 4-0 or a 3-2? They not have parade in the United States of America for Jesse Marsh. But I just think, but sometimes, Junior, sometimes the better team loses, right? Because to me, Chelsea was okay today. As I said, we had more possession. We had a lot of opportunities, and we still lost. The same thing with Manchester United. We were the better team in the first half, where we had all those chances. And look, it took one special moment from your one special player for nick us 2 points. So listen, we might go there and play Shambolic. Timo Werner might hit the side that is 6 times. Lukaku might be on an island, miss everything. Kai will continue to drop and roll on the ground. Alonso might do something stupid and get a red card. So there's so many things. And as we Jamaicans always say, the ball is run. I have no faith in Chelsea. The last 5 games have showed me that something is fundamentally wrong with my side.
Okay,
it's not
right.
a business as usual. It's
All
not
right,
a 2 or 3 points.
So I see your point, right? But just give you Arsenal's schedule. Listen, Tottenham's schedule. They go to Liverpool next. They host Arsenal. They host Burnley, who is in a relegation fight. And then them go to relegated Norwich, right? So 3 out of their 4 games, they're playing against teams that have everything to play for. Liverpool is chasing a title and a quadruple, whatever they want to call it. Arsenal is chasing the top 4 with Tottenham. Chelsea is not playing none of these teams. Look, I agree with the comment. They're not playing good. But Chelsea has to lose 2 games out of 4. Arsenal have to win all 4 remaining games just to leapfrog Chelsea. Tottenham have to win all 4 remaining games, plus Chelsea losing 2 games. Actually, Chelsea have to lose 3 games for Tottenham for jump them. So yes, it can happen that Arsenal can end up 3rd. It'll be very fantastic. We'll carry it till you're blue if that happen, come on, but it not gonna happen.
All right.
Trust me.
All right. Let's get you some of my comments from the fans before we move away from, because we have Champions League and we have Jamaican football to talk about. So, and plus we have a Sunday evening football. Where the fans them are running with them ballers of the week.
Dalton said the bug of the week is Chelsea and Mahrez for his poor finishing against Madrid. Pan United, as per usual, for the shambolic display on Thursday. When this a ball, like we just go on the chat, so I missed the first part. Jeremy said Pickford is a real wild man. And Dalton said Chelsea wanted to help Frank Lampard out. That's why they won today.
Why is a match fixing talk them there? Talk about help.
Deshaun said, can't wait to see Cristiano Ronaldo in the Conference League next season. Why that brother here is man. Yeah, go ahead.
So Liverpool, Man City, both won their game yesterday. I mean, does Man City blink here and Liverpool take them over?
Liverpool plays Tottenham. Man City doesn't play Tottenham.
Okay.
Liverpool is a team that is more likely to blink
to drop.
than Man City.
Okay. All right.
Wait, come on.
All right. Come on, what about you?
No.
You don't know. It's too hard to call, right? Both teams are going full tilt.
Yes, it's too. It's just I don't know. I really don't know. And the thing is I don't want them to win. I can't stand them fans. Love your dog, trying to put yourself. But yeah, it is very cool. I think the next 2 games will be telling. Like if anybody drop any points in the next 2 games, then we can kind of call it a little bit. But for now, it's neck and neck.
Okay. And of course, Liverpool has the FA Cup final against Chelsea coming up. They have an easier run, air quotes, easier run against Villarreal in Champions League. So we'll talk about that in a second. Pivoting from the EPL, Real Madrid won the Liga this weekend. Big up to Real Madrid. Any thoughts, any assessment on what was so great about this Real Madrid team and Carlo Ancelotti family?
Boy, them never dropped the ball.
Them never dropped the soap.
It was full throttle, like from start to finish. And the thing is this too, they played in other competitions and they have done well too. So you're like, okay, where are the weak areas? And I like my dibby side where you say Memphis, the pie not really so good, PK no good, all them, whatever. By the way, we're top one no good. We're brought weight there. I'm still injured.
Yeah, we're not cricket, We're not dealing with the cricket.
So with Real Madrid, all positions have good players. And Carlo found a way to incorporate even the players on the fringe, like Vinicius. So he used all his players to make this season a success. I mean, and I think we talk about it all the time. When players want to play for a coach, you see the difference on and off the pitch. People were hugging, they were laughing, they were actually enjoying their football. And I think this season must be known as one of the best seasons for Big Ben. And I think it is because Carlo gave him the opportunity to be his authentic self. He was roaming, he was defending, he was just having a good time on the pitch. So I think Real Madrid enjoy their football this season, and it really shows in the quality that we got, especially from Luka Modric, and it showed in the results. And they, even though I'm a Barcelona fan, they deserve to win this trophy. It was really a good season for Real Madrid.
Junior, Thibaut Courtois at the conclusion of the Osasuna game, which gave Real Madrid the victory, said, you know, to paraphrase, some team won the Clásico and celebrated like they won the league. But here we are the champions. And some team, as in Barcelona, he's talking about. Junior, what did Carlo did so well with his team? You spoke about Carlo's 5 titles in the major leagues in Europe: Scudetto, Premier League, League One, Bundesliga, and La Liga. What is so special about this Real Madrid team?
Yo, big up Mikel. Mikel say, Hala
Madrid, big up.
Hala Madrid. But what Carlo did is he brought continuity to a team that in a league where there was just no continuity amongst teams. You see Cholo having issues at Atletico Madrid. We know about, well highlighted, Barcelona's turnover.
Barcelona party shop.
But I would say party shop, because them fix it. But all through all of that, Real Madrid stayed consistent. They stayed constant, which is a testament to Carlo's coaching style. And if it's one thing, when you look at all them team, even Everton, when he coached Everton, they were still somewhat of a consistent outfit. So if it's one thing when bring as a coach, is consistency. And that is one thing that stood the test of time for him this year. And it really highlighted this year, because it could have gone so wrong with Bale coming back in the squad. It could have gone so wrong with Hazard can't get him weight under control. But somehow under Carlo Ancelotti, we never hear about him play them.
Yeah, and it's so funny that Gareth Bale didn't show up for the celebration because of back spasm.
Yeah, like you could take 2 more trains.
Yeah, just 2 more. So big up to Real Madrid, not Atletico Madrid. Big up to Real Madrid, 35th La Liga title, and of course Carlo Ancelotti, impressive. Speaking of Real Madrid, let's segue to Champions League semi-final. Big game coming up this week as they get ready to play Man City. We were treated to an excellent football game in the first leg. Family, your thoughts on the first leg and how you see the second leg coming up?
Go on, Junior, go on.
Big football time.
You know, and big up to Streams FM. By the time you guys hear this show, the game has already been played, and I am going to look like a genius. Because last week I said it would have surprised me if Man City win. I expect Man City to win last week. I remember I said that to them. No, I expect Real Madrid to turn it around. Because what I saw in that game, I saw a Real Madrid team that is trying their best not to go down more than 1 goal going home. Because they know they're going to score multiple goals against Man City. They know that. That's the vibe I got from them. So, hey, Pep, this is your last chance to win Champions League with Man City. Yeah. So, all pressure is on Pep. I don't know. Streams FM, I don't know. Or the email me, link me on Instagram, and cuss me off if I'm wrong. But I'm going to say, no, Real Madrid is going to turn it around. I'm going to say, no, that this is another year that Robert Lewandowski is not going to get the Ballon d'Or, because the Benz is a hybrid. And he's going to drive right up into the Ballon d'Or stage after beating our PSG and I'll turn around and beat the big bad Man City and carry Real Madrid to the final. I am pulling for Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid have Man City exactly where they want to be. And my reference is, look at how Man City played against Atletico Madrid in Spain. If that Man City show up against Real Madrid, trust me, they might get them penny pop.
First leg result, Villarreal lost to Liverpool 2-0. Real Madrid lost to Man City 3-4. Man City won the game 4-3. Come on. Carlo Ancelotti said that this team, this Real Madrid team, does not wilt in difficult moments. Your prediction, your recap of the fantastic game last Tuesday, and your outlook for this game coming up.
You know, I don't like to argue with Junior. I mean, like, you know, I'm sure I go first, you know, because anyone may go first and say what I'm saying, and I say him copy me, not me copy him. I really believe that Real Madrid is going to turn it around. As I said, they're clicking. They always find a way, because we thought it was done and dusted versus PSG, and look how it happened. So I think isn't Kevin De Bruyne injured?
He didn't play yesterday, so I'm not sure if he's. I didn't see. I looked at the injury report. We'll get an official injury report because this game is on, the second leg is on Wednesday. We'll get an official injury report on Tuesday at the pre-match presser. So I expect him to strap it up, rub some dirt. If any man injured right now, need for play.
What? Anyways, Real Madrid is going to beat Manchester City.
Keys to the game for you guys. I mean, what does Man City? Pep is missing Kyle Walker. Yesterday got Cancelo back. He put Cancelo at right back. Played Nathan Ake at left back. Nathan Ake is also suffering from an injury. In the first leg, he had to put Fernandinho at right back because of injury issues. What does Pep need to do to make sure that they take this game?
Score and score often.
Yeah. All right. Other than just score and score often, what else they need to do?
They have to lock down the midfield. The midfield is key. That's where the engine is. That's where the passes come from. That's where the control of the flow of the game. That's just where you have to shut it down. And I don't know if Man City really have the tools to close down a Real Madrid. You know, I just don't see it.
Junior,
I said it last week. I said it in a chat. Where you see how Carlo deployed Modric, right? Modric played as a low-line defensive midfielder last week, Tuesday. He won't play that way this coming Wednesday, right? And everybody not referencing Cruz versus Casemiro. I'm sorry, Man City. We're not going to see Toni Kroos this week. We're not going to see Casemiro. We're not going to see Camavinga early. So it's a different. So expect Luka to be higher up beside the Benz.
Yeah, playing a number 10 role.
Yes, he's going to play the number. It's the same thing they did against PSG.
Okay.
When they played PSG and Luka played in Paris, and Luka played low line, and everybody remember Perez came out and said Real Madrid was too defensive, blah 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 blah. It's the same thing he did against Man City. That's just Carlo being Carlo. It's the same thing he did with Kaka or AC Milan when them go a Manu barely beat them, and then them turn on a San Siro and beat the brakes off of the side. We don't forget the game. That's just Carlo being Carlo. So what is Man City going to do about Casemiro? What is Man City going to do about Vinicius Jr.? Because I'm sorry, John Stones versus Vinicius Jr. I am giving Man City a better chance than Kyle Walker, than I know Kyle Walker now play, than Nathan Ake, than whoever you want to put against him. John Stones is a better option. And you couldn't stop him. So what are they going to do? So good luck, Man City. And watch Man City slip, trip, fall, and win. But me, I carry Real Madrid.
Should be a good football game. In the second leg, in the other matchup,
What a business what I give it.
Don't waste the time on it. I mean, Unai Emery said that, you know, in the post-match presser, they wanted to keep it close. No, they kept it close. They go back home to Ceramica, their home stadium, and they give it a go. Any chance that Villarreal can turn this thing around?
No.
No. So it's just a formality. And Streams FM fans, if Villarreal somehow turn this around, a junior.
It's hard to do.
Any comments on highlights, family, before we move to yard ballers, our Jamaican football, or discuss football in our own backyard?
Big up D-Wise. Jeremy said La Liga is poor. Mikel said next year again. I talk about Real Madrid. And Jeremy said Real Madrid just didn't have any competition.
Okay. La Liga wasn't up to scrap. All right, let's discuss some football in our own backyard, moving away from European football and get to the meat of the matter, the saga around the Reggae girlz, the senior Reggae girlz team, and Coach Vin Blaine, and the alleged letter that was written by what 20 players, signed by 20 players. Come on, you can give us an overview of the facts of this thing, because I really don't know exactly the details of what going on.
But we don't know the facts either.
Based on what is out there, we saw the article and the interview. Yeah.
So Crystal from Talawa TV had an exclusive with Vin Blaine on YouTube, so you guys can go and check it out. She spoke to Vin Blaine at length, and he is disappointed. You can hear it in his voice. So at one point, Vin was saying that he does not blame the players, he blames the influence around the players, which I blame the players as well. So, a letter was sent to the JFF to say that they want Vin Blaine to be relieved of his duties. Listen, no, we have the next round coming up in July in Mexico. We are now in May, where we're supposed to be playing friendly, having camps, and getting organized. This is not no Bermuda, Guyana, Grenada, Dominican Republic we're going to play against. We're going up against USA and Canada and Mexico. So we need our team to be on one page, mentally and physically. Apparently, that's not what is happening. So Vince says a letter was sent to the JFF requesting that he be relieved of his duties. The letter was signed by 20 Reggae girls. I think he said 4 players did not sign. 4 of the new players did not sign. What is troubling, and I don't know if Vin don't want to put the names out there, I just think him to call name and tell me who would disrupt the camp. Why would you want to change your coach now? So now, based on the interview, he's saying that they're complaining that he's not in charge, he's not running the thing good, he is not putting things in place, like not having a schedule, all the little nitpicking things that you need. They're just saying that he is not a good coach for the Reggae girls overall. And he is disagreeing. He said before a ball was even kicked, the campaign started to get him out. So it just bears to ask, did the JFF know that this was the issue? Was the JFF aware that the girls felt this way? Do you think the JFF, should come out and say something? Because it's out there. Oral Tracy talked about it. Nationwide wrote about it. Crystal had the interview. So it is out there, people talking about it. And I think it is not a good look. I think the ladies may have a point. They're in camp. They see day in, day out. I don't know. And I think one of the names that we've seen floating around that says Bunny Shaw is the instigator. There's no proof. People are just talking about that. And Vin did not call names, so we really don't know. But he also said that some of the players, and I think this is what Junior has a problem with, some of the players signed the letter, but yet call Vin Blaine to say that they don't agree with some of the bullet points. So it's just ridiculous. I just think they're not together as a group. They're not doing well. And I just don't understand why no. Why is it that we have this big disruption before the next round.
And thank you. Come on, before you chime in, and listeners, if you want to chime in, you can chime in. Definitely, always and welcome views. I don't know the details of this thing. I've listened to interviews and so forth. But my question to you, Junior, and come on, is Vin Blaine's position untenable, regardless of whether players have bought into it or agree with the sentiments of the letter or not? Is his position untenable? Should the JFF just say, all right, too much noise around this thing, yeah, let's move on?
And this is where I have a problem. Coaches coach, players play. That if you're going to get a coach and the players are going to say, I don't want to play for that coach, we will never have a coach. Same thing with Jose Mourinho. Players come out and say, I don't want to play for this man. So you can't have players picking and telling a federation or an organization that they don't want to, unless there's some valid reasons. There's some information going around. We're not going to touch on it, but if that's the allegation, those are the allegations, and those are proven to be true, then I can understand. But you as a player can't come out and say, oh, this coach don't know. This is Vin Blaine. We may argue that Vin Blaine keeps some players on the pitch longer than they're supposed to be out there. We can argue that he don't make him substitutions them early enough. We as fans can say these things, but coaches coach and players play. So I don't think the JFF should come and say, listen, the players are saying that they don't think you can coach. They don't think you can take them to the next level. So we're going to cut you. Then it will never end. I just don't. Yes, players should have some power, but I don't think that the players should have the final say if it is just a no confidence kind of thing. Any other allegations like the Busby allegation, that's separate and apart. Then you have to step in and you have to make your decision. But players just can't say, I don't want to play with him, especially when they're saying he does not have a program. He's not organized. And then he comes out and he has all the receipts to say, no, I have my itinerary. I have my agenda. I have my program. I know what you're eating. I know your nutrition. I know your training schedule. So then who is lying? The player can't say him don't have a training schedule. Then he comes out and says, this is my training. This is what I'm saying. So it's like, it will never end. And it's a revolving door and it's a circle. And it's not a good look because we have been going through coaches, like how people change them clothes. It's just ridiculous. Yes, as fans, we may say Vin may not look strong, but he's selected to go. And if they don't qualify, I mean, I don't see what he's doing. No, that we could say Vin not go beat Canada, Vin not go beat Mexico, him not go beat USA. We are not seeing something like that. So I am not sure what is going on. And I think the JFF being silent, it is just not a good look. They can't have been out there fighting for his life by himself. It's either you support the coach or you don't support the coach.
Okay. And Junior, your time for chime in. And the reason why I asked is if his position is untenable, is just that we have a tournament coming up, and we can. You said that you cannot waste time right now. We should be focusing on games, etc. And maybe that relationship is in a tricky thing to figure out now with games coming very fast. Junior.
It is all right. So DY says if 20 players sign a letter, he's lost the team. It's definitely not a good look, and there's no easy solution. Changing coaches is not a good. Likewise, a coach the players don't trust. To answer your question, no. It is. Okay. It cannot recover from this. And the reason why. So
you're saying his position is untenable.
It's untenable.
Okay, so they should move on.
They should, but the reason why they should move on might sound funny to some people.
Okay.
I blame Vin for the reason why he should move on, because Vin Blaine has broken one of the unwritten rules of coaching. you do not hear these stuff out. There are things that when Simoes was carrying Jamaica to the World Cup, there was rumors that whoever the under-23 captain was sleeping with his daughter. Simoes never bring that out, never talk about it. Nobody, it's just rumors in a bleachers. When Onandilo walk off of the field and say, "May the $100 million man play defense." Simoes say, "Water under the bridge." The two of them now come back. We go for Paul Hall and Deon Burton. I will move on. Vin Blaine, when him drop his standard and drop below the level of the coach and come walla in the pigsty with the players them and the influencers, you have lost your position as a coach. There's no way you can go back up on the pedestal and say, "Yo, I am the coach now, and if you respect me." No. If me was Vin Blaine and if I wanted to coach the Reggae Girls, me not come out and say, "Yo, me I hear some things are going and I don't like it. We go and fix it behind closed doors." And that's it. But when Vin Blaine go on that interview and hear out the letter, we remember, all we do is hear some letter write and 20 girls sign it. We don't hear nothing about the letter till Vin Blaine come and talk about it. And when you talk about GFF being silent, and the last year when Damian Lowe record conversation with Vice Note, I go send it out. So why GFF come get involved now? GFF smart. Wanna do one do. Wanna figure this out. When me ready to come jack the hammer, come jack the hammer. But me not coming off of my pedestal as the authority and come walla in a pigsty. That is where Vin Blaine made his mistake. And I think he need to go as a coach. If I was him, I would have left and said, "Me leave with my head high. We carry the girl them through all of this foolishness and we make it to this round. Now, if them don't make it to the World Cup, we're going to go find somebody else to blame." But right now, what's going to happen is if Jamaica World Cup, the scapegoat is already there. We already know who we're going to blame. "Oh, Vin Blaine fought because Vin Blaine never have the girls up together." No, but I tell people them parts are gone long time, which is what he should have done. So this letter thing, and my last statement on it is, when you listen to the interview, what I am hearing is a coach that has what they call rabbit ears. Because if Crystalla asks about 100% about the letter, Vin Blaine spoke probably 30% about the letter, 30% about who don't like him personally, 30% about who don't like him coaching staff, 10% about who talk bad about him in a WhatsApp chat and them something. So Vin Blaine obviously have a lot of, it sounds funny, but Vin Blaine obviously have a lot of grievances and him get an opportunity for just let it out, and there's a lot of pressure. We just hear a brother that was just, him just release a lot of stress and lost his role as a coach, lost his role as a manager. And that's why I think it's time for you to move on.
And check out the interview on Talawa TV YouTube page. Big up to Crystal and Talawa TV family. He also spoke with Nationwide News. Come on, you get the final say on this before we get to Yard Ballers and discuss the Reggae Girls and a U17 team. How do you see this ending, if it ends? I mean, we have the World Cup qualifiers coming up July 3rd. Win group with Mexico, the USA, and Haiti. That is the group, right? If I remember.
Yeah. USA, Mexico, Haiti, and Jamaica.
Yeah.
Me personally, if I mean like Vin, I don't leave. Make them fire Vin. Make them remove you. Don't take your ball and go home. Make them move you. Make the 20 players who sign the letter and say they don't want to play, make them don't show up for camp. Make them don't show up to play for them country. You go, you set up your X's and O's, you and your staff, you do your nutrition plan, you bring in a physio, you get everything ready, you do your logistics, you get ready for the friendlies, you get ready for your tournament in July, and if you don't want to play for Jamaica, you do not come. As I said, Jamaica won all their games in their last group, right? They won, they didn't lose anything. And they scored goals. Through the Carter, looks like a renewed player. Jody was good. Bonnie had her fair share of goals. So I don't know, right? And again, we're not in camp, so we don't know. Maybe some people are used to a different kind of training, a different kind of setup at them $1,000,000 club or them $1,000 club. So when they come to Vince, little bumpy little field, turf field, them have to drink water in a sucked up bag because them don't have no fancy Gatorade buckle. No AC bus or the JFF bus brought down as is usual on the side of the road. Or the chef did only make porridge for breakfast and give them hard dough bread instead of, wheat bread. But whatever it is, there's nothing that Vin Blaine has done for us to say we don't think Vin Blaine is the man to take them into the next round. If the girls were doing poorly, Vin Blaine was doing poorly, then there would be merit. But as I said, yes, players can speak. But players play, coach is coach. And I asked my sister this question. I said, if you were in Vin Blaine's position, yes, Kadisha, I put you out there, in position, and you have players in there who cause a mutiny in your camp, what would you do? You know what she said? I would play my best players and continue my tournament. You know what I mean, say? I am benching whoever signed that letter, and then them still on right there. So, and if me need
I carry feelings, coach, you know. All right.
Of course, that's why I'm a referee and not a coach. Because I am doing the best I can. And if there's a legitimate reason to get rid of this man, I am all for it.
Yes.
But definitely. All I'm hearing is that I want my friend to get the work, so Vin is not good enough. Yes, I understand that they treated Lauren and treated Busby. Because Busby did spend his own money. Let us be fair. So he must be upset because he was bumped. Well, come on, no. We need to focus at the task in hand.
Fair enough. We need to do a women's football report coming up, family. So we'll get Khadij on hopefully next week. We normally do a women's football report. Hear it from the horse's mouth, so we don't have to hear from his sister. U17 game coming up later on this evening. The Reggae Girls versus Cuba, U17, round 16, 7 p.m. Segue to Yard Ballers report with that. Come on, that image is up. You have 2 minutes for Yard Ballers report, family.
Well, that is even good because nothing now going for Yard Ballers because Premier League now put up them things. Tivoli Gardens beat Mobay 2-0. S. Barnett scored a brace in the 24th and 65th minute. Some other games are played. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Our U17 ladies will play Cuba today, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Jamaica time. Barring any craziness, we should advance. Mexico, USA, Puerto Rico, and Costa Rica have already advanced, so we should join them. Damian Lowe picked up a second yellow in a 2-0 loss versus New England Revolution. Fans are upset because he will be out for the league game and also out for the Open Cup because he also got red cards. Leon Bailey was subbed off with an injury. I think this is his third injury since the year, if I'm not mistaken, same muscle or ankle injury. I hope it's not too bad. He can recover. It was sad to hear the Aston Villa fans boo him. Boo their own player for an injury. Like, injuries isn't a part of the game. So I hope the young man is okay, and I hope he will bounce back. So far, halftime results, the Premier League showing me. So Arnett Gardens leading. That boy named Stefas can score goalie 1-0 versus Veer, and Humble Lion is leading Portmore. That was halftime scores. I don't know what's wrong with these people because I'm not posting anything else. That's it for me and Yard Ballers.
And as we wrap up and go my way Yard, by the way, big up family and Yard Ballers report as always. Reggae Girls U17, 7 p.m. an hour from now. They take on Cuba in the round of 16. Quick assessment, 30 seconds assessment. Junior, come on. After U17 Reggae Girls, do they go to the World Cup in India later this year? Top 3 in this tournament goes on to this World Cup. Your thoughts on this team and how the landscape look for trying to get to India 2022 U17 World Cup?
Junior?
Quickly, family. We're up against the clock.
They have a decent chance, but I'm not betting on it.
You're not betting on it. All right, come on. Quickly, family.
Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, we've not been doing. We've been playing well, doing okay. Tied with Canada in a good little game, but I think the other teams have been superior. So I think we're going to miss out on this tournament.
All right, fair enough. Any last comments you want to highlight before we go my yard, Junior? Any last comments you want to highlight, Junior, before we go my yard?
I'm gonna big up everybody who tuning in. And remember, hit the like button, hit the submit button. There's nothing wrong with hitting the like button. Even if you're watching the show on replay, if you're not watching it live, hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends about it. But now I got attack. We need 4 more subscriptions. We're on the road to 300. So give us 4 more subs. Let's get to 300 subscriptions. No.
All right, bless up.
Mommy, subscribe, mommy. Mommy, subscribe and tell your old friend them to subscribe to do that. So we need 4. Take us to 4.
And that's on YouTube.
Bless up, family. Hey, we got on the road, you know. We're on Instagram at Ball Chat Podcast. We're on Twitter at Ball Chat 1, and we're on Facebook at Ball Chat. Look more, family.
Later.